lift off of the second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega left. We're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready for lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. We're now tracking multiple targets inbound.
You've got them on radar, Control. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're... meters altitude. Telemetry indicates a good eject.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you. This is a query. We're on them. Lead the way, sir. It's a pleasure to fight with you at last.
Omega lead. Ejecting.
Roger, Control.
Omega, this is Control. We should lift off of the second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega left. We're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready for lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. We're now tracking multiple targets inbound.
You've got them on radar, Control. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're... meters altitude. Telemetry indicates a good eject.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you. This is a query. We're on them. Lead the way, sir. It's a pleasure to fight with you at last.
Omega lead. Ejecting.
Roger, Control.
Omega, this is Control. We should lift off of the second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift. Salvage operation. This is Forward 1. You're running out of time. Target Gamma is nearly powered up.
Take out the APU gantries as soon as possible. If the dropship gets powered up, it'll bring its main guns online. Omega left. We're getting cargo secured. As soon as we're ready for lift, we need to get on board as quickly as possible. We're now tracking multiple targets inbound.
You've got them on radar, Control. Moving to intercept.
Oh no! We're...
Attention to the paper doll. Make sure you guys are shooting the correct legs. Be careful of the collisions. I don't want to hear complaints about it. Work around it. Let's play this game.
I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. If anybody's running short, we're just going to stay towards the top of the caldera if we're going to come at them.
I have you in the Griffin.
Sounds good.
Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us, right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill the f*** out, man. It's fine. It's just a 5-star.
Komm, Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Don't die.
Guys,
15
seconds, don't die.
guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go to Charlie, see if we can get it.
There. To your left, there's there. Sorry, shit. So, jetzt gleich hinter die Indie-Pocken.
Mediums be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Wire our strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have train mech sitting on the left side when you pass over.
Overheating is bad.
Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
Sorry about that. That was such a
That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lance, you guys in Charlie. Lance, you guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 mediums, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Jetzt in die Breite ziehen, zieht euch in die Breite.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Ja, kurz Aufschaltung Delta 4, 3 Stück, 2 Mediums einleiten, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line. C4 Tactical Hill, boys. Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, hab 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
And get ready to hit people coming from our right.
Charlie on the left, Charlie, Hellbringer on the left.
Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out. Check yourselves, make sure you've got, UAV cool shot. Here they come, they're pushing hard, guys.
Deco. Tez on.
Go. Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, you cross it then. Get in their face. They got a highlighter, they just pushed up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta. Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this. Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3. Get the fucking arm, Jackson.
Jackson, cool shot.
Golf. I got him.
Okay, go, B3, go. Echo, go.
Get over on your medium, guys. Get Echo Stormcrow. God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.
Telemetry indicates it's good eject.
Roger that, Control. We'll keep them off you. This is McQuarrie. We're on him. Lead the way, sir. It's a pleasure to fight with you at last.
Omega lead, ejecting. Roger, Control. Omega, this is Control. We should lift off of the second dropship. Orders?
This is Forward 3. The gantries are retracting at Gamma launch site. They're at full power and counting down to lift.
Okay guys, that's our last match of the season. Let's make this one count.
Wenn sie zu mir kommen, mich überraschen, ziehe ich sie zu euch und fertig.
Alles klar.
Alright, so medium's Gamma, light's Theta, heavy's Kappa.
Roger.
Alright, here we go. Bravo Lance, Theta is yours. W key.
Roger.
Alright, can't see anything. Stacking up in Theta.
I keep getting seismic.
Can you see them?
Yeah, they got heavies up here as well.
Kill anything that moves.
Lights, just give us some scouting. That's probably the best thing for you guys.
Roger, moving to E4.
Here they come. What do you see? What do you see?
100 and Delta 4 on.
Alright guys, comms, got it.
Yep, prepare to fight, call target.
Pushing
Outside
hard,
course,
pushing
out,
in.
guys.
Here we go.
That big mix is moved up. That big mix is moved up.
Copy that, okay.
Wait for them to come to us.
Roll into them.
I'm rolling.
Rolling.
There's Max D3 coming from our right, guys.
Yeah, we got this. I want to call something and I want to see it dead in seconds. Make it happen.
Okay, auf 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Guys, we need to get on top of here quick.
J'ai un Stormcrow qui casse les couilles dans le dos là.
Keep going, let's go!
Go, go, go. Everybody in.
Got him.
Nice.
Hawk crouch down.
I'll make you move, guys. Go now.
Bravo's leg.
Nice. Holy shit.
Yep, get out of there right now.
Take care of that Black Knight. Take him to pieces.
What's up? Kill him now. Kill him now. Kill him now. Push forward, guys. Push forward.
Nice fucking job.
Just run. Stay alive and run.
Nice job, everyone. Well fucking played. That is how it is done.
Fuck yeah, man. Well done.
I can forgive you for shooting me in the back.
Alright, keep your eyes active, guys. Don't have scouts on this one, so we're gonna have to all scout.
I'll be there soon too. We've got mechs on the way. You guys got this.
Seems like a fucking ambulance 911 call.
We are headed into drop 2. 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavies, 0 assaults on skirmish. Let's take a look.
We need to spread out a bit. We need to see where from they're coming, and then we will.
Alright, boys. Manly men. We're gonna take some fire. We're gonna put fire out. Just make sure you trade well.
Yeah.
So, stoppt, ändert Bewegungsrichtung,
Drehen. Schon zu weit.
Yeah, we need to go it now.
Yes, we need to go now.
Keep it up, hold your ground. They have a lot of guys beat up CGs.
The light is peeking at us rapid 4.
Yep, you got one right here. We're doing alright, guys. We're up by 2. Stay cagey. 3 remaining. We got this one.
Alright guys, let's do this.
Oh my fucking lord.
Foxtrot is grid CT.
Alright, light going behind him. Behind him.
Charlie, come on guys, finish him.
Side doors up.
Prepare for revving speed.
Stormcrow, Charlie.
Tir d'opportunité sur le couverture par l'ultra là.
Oh, and he got the kill.
And with a second shot, takes down Aiden with his double.
Derrière, bravo.
Dans les jambes toujours.
Like, go back.
Don't panic, just do it.
Yes!
Hello everybody, welcome to Battle for Midway. We are going to cast the EU Pool C match, 5th Falcon Dragoons against 31st Hussar Regiment for you tonight. And as you can see, we've been in, or you can't see it yet. I'm going to switch right away here. As you can see, we are already jumping straight into drop 1 of this match. We are going to play a mining collective on Conquest, a 3-cap map, where it is only allowed to cap Kappa, Theta and Epsilon. On the blue team side, we have, I'm going to have to figure out my controls here real quick a bit, because I haven't cast it in a very long time.
Start by pressing tab.
Yes, I've done that already. On the blue side we have the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Ah, no, I remember how to control the camera again. That's so nice. That might help a lot, actually. We have obviously a brawl setup with 2 assassins, 2 summoners, a Nova and an Arctic Cheetah. There's a tonnage limit of 300 tons for drop 1 and 2. What do you have on the side of the 31st Hussar Regiment, Krasnopesky? Welcome, by the way. Krasnopesky is my co-caster tonight.
Hello, and you'll have to bear with me as I am going to work through the controls as well.
Yeah, it's a quick and dirty cast
We've
for
got to
us.
disconnect straight away, actually.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Yeah.
Do we have it hold? It seems like, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a hold.
We got a hold here.
Bulbor has disconnected.
Oh, damn it. By the way, I've read that there are some issues with the EU servers today, so I hope we won't see too much of this. Actually, that's kind of helpful that we have a little disconnect here. That gives us the opportunity, at least, to tell you a little bit more about this format. Battle for Midway is in Season 3 this time, organized by Live 1991 of the Asia Pacific region. It started out as an Asia Pacific thing, but this season there are more EU teams than NA and AP teams combined, as far as I remember. We have 18 EU teams, which are organized in 3 pools, Pool A, B, and C, and we are casting the Pool C here with the 5th Vulcan Dragoons and the 31st Hussar Regiment. It's a 6v6 format with tonnage restrictions for drop 1 and 2. You have to bring between 275 up to 300 tons of max in whatever combination you like, and there's a specialty in Battle for Midway over the course of 1 match, which is made up out of 5 drops. You can bring the same chassis only 4 times. So we hope that this is going
makes
to
some very interesting combinations.
Yes, for sure.
From what we've seen so far.
Lawmaster's saying that Bulbor is loading at least, so we'll see how that goes. Krasnopeski, as far as I know, you have watched a couple of Battle for Midway games already, haven't you?
Yeah, I was just watching Russian Jade Falcon vs Black Spikes.
How did it go?
Russian stream. It was quite interesting. They brought a few different interesting combinations of mechs that I wouldn't be surprised if we saw again here. Assassins are a strong showing. As I can see, one of the Assassins we've got in a few of the teams. We've got the typical Hunchbacks in Black Spikes. We had Marauder 2Cs, Supernovas. Very heavy games, very heavy matches that the larger drops are. Are we going to... Have we reloaded yet? Or
I think he's still loading. Matchmaking error, bug. Oh, damn it. That's bad news for the team. That probably means they have to redrop. Yes.
We have to do a redrop. At this stage in the...
Drop 1 hasn't even started and we have a redrop. That's kind of nice. Let's see if the teams are able to figure that out themselves. I'm not in their TeamSpeak, so I can't help them right now. I wanted to focus on casting.
Yeah, what? To do a redrop at this stage.
Well, Team 1 actually has to. Yeah, they're going to cap. All right. Then everybody has to destroy themselves.
Yep.
And here we go. Ismail died first. Oh, and he is dead too. Both teams are slaughtering each other. Or at least the Hussars are slaughtering themselves. Self-destruction. There we go. Jeep. Who's still alive? Badian is still alive. What is he going to do? Is he trying to kill himself? Yes.
My overlay HUD is not working, so that's very lucky. Not sure why it's removed itself.
Unfortunately, drop 1 didn't went as we wanted it to go, but that gives us the opportunity to tell you a little bit more again about Battle for Midway. Let's bring up the chart where you can see how the match is made up. I have it up now. As you can see, it's Battle for Midway. It's all regions 6v6. It's played over 5 drops. We have tonnage limitations with playing In week 2 we are playing on Mining Collective for drop 1 and 2. What is our map 2? Can you remember? It's Grim. It's Grim.
Drop 1 and 2 is Mining Collective. Then drops 3 and 4 are Grim Plexus.
Yes.
And then drop 5 is the map ban pool. So today we've got Polar Highlands, Frozen City, or Alpine Peaks.
So we have the freezing pool. Winter is coming, guys.
Expect to see a lot of blue lightsabers on those matches.
Probably.
Lots of long-range mechs, I'm imagining.
On the other hand, depending on the map, you could even bring Brawl if you wanted to. I mean, I've played Brawl on Polar Highlands before. It's actually not such a bad map for it.
I think one of the issues with this format is, as the drops go up, so does the weight tonnage. So you'd be brawling with very slow, heavy assaults on a very large open map.
That might be a problem. That's true.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a look.
Got in drops 1 and 2. We're setting up the lobby. Everyone's almost ready. That's good.
Sounds nice. Bulbor's back in lobby. Very good.
You can see both sides ready. They're ready. We're going to launch. Hopefully this time it works.
So let's see what's going to happen this time. I'm reading in chat, yes, EU servers had a power issue today, but should have been fixed already. So we'll see about that. If my volume needs to go a bit down, I will tune myself down a bit, but I can't put Krasnopesky higher. I hope just tuning me down a bit should help, guys.
You can put me higher in Discord, can't you?
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. You see, we're working with experts here. I've put Krasno a bit higher in Discord, so should be fine now. We are dropping back into the match. And sorry guys, my voice is really bad today. Teams have dropped. They are moving. I see the same loadouts on the side of the 5th Falcon Dragoons. Again, 2 assassins, 2 summoners, Arctic Cheetah, and Nova. What's going on with the Hussars?
So we've got a Hunchback.
Oh no, I was looking at the Hussars. I'm sorry. I was stating. Oh, I'm so dizzy today. Sorry guys. Okay, that's the 5th Falcon Dragoons, and I'm looking at the Hussars on the map. Here we see the Falcon Dragoons move up straight to Theta as a group. The assassin and the Arctic
Cheetah. They're going to try and take Theta.
Yes.
Got some early trades over here, and Assassin's already lost 5%. Lawmaster Jonas.
Yeah, but it's just a scratch, I would say.
Yeah.
Nothing really hurt him.
So no one's capped the Gamma point yet.
Yeah, but the Falcons have control of Theta right now. And if they are going to send maybe one of their lights to take Gamma, to take Epsi, probably.
We've got the 5th Dragons pushing in now. They're making a move already.
They're
moving in on the Summoners.
Neteye, the Arctic Cheetah, is trying to come in from behind. And the Hussars have set up kind of a firing line.
You've got to be careful not to jam themselves here.
And Neteye is going into the back of...
Working on the Summoner.
Very nice. Iberian is almost down already, while the push of the Dragoons seems to work nice. Ismail is taking some damage right now.
The Assassin's working on him.
It's just a nice, big, messy brawl. Look at that. Ismail is still up. Batian took some damage, and there he goes down. The first down.
Summoner goes down on the Nova.
Yes, but Bulbor goes down for the Falcon Dragoons. Iberian is down to 26%. He should go down any second. And there he goes.
2 down now.
2 down now, but 2 very hurt for the Dragoons. While the 4 on the Hussars still look pretty fresh, so it's 4-4 now. Chinchilla just went down in the Nova. If they focus now on Ismail, which they...
There hasn't been very many focus in this brawl. It's
not at all. But Ismail goes down, so the Hussars have a slight advantage now. They are 4 on 2.
3 versus 4 now. The Assassin's left. Oh, another Assassin down.
Yeah. 3 on 2, but the 2 mechs of the Dragoons still look pretty fresh. Parps need to tank it out in the Summoner.
Assassin's getting caught on the wall there.
And right now it seems like the Falcons have the better focus fire, but I'm not sure about that. Look at that.
One of the Lawmaster is
Lawmaster is lagged, and there he goes down, so it's
a
just
1v1
Dolpher
versus
with
Assassin.
oh, that could be tough, because the Arctic Cheetah is really hurt. He has almost lost his side torso.
The Arctic Cheetah only has one arm left as well, so he's missing half of his machine guns.
And the Assassin is still pretty fresh if you look at him. I mean, the armor on one leg is red, but beside that, the red indication on his... he just lost an arm, but that doesn't really matter. He has still 4 SM4s. The Arctic Cheetah is trying to work his leg.
The Dragoons are going to have this unless a surprise happens.
There we go. That's a win for the 5th Falcon
Dragoons.
Dragoons.
Just has to decap Sigma and that's done. That was a very messy brawl, that one. Look at all the mech deaths, very close together. Right down to this Sigma.
Lawmaster sends a message to his mom. Hello, Lawmaster's mom. All the best from us as well. Dolpher is uncapping Sigma as soon as he has capped it. And the tickets are higher than the ones of the Hussars. That should be game.
It just has to wait till the tickets get higher and then it'll be finished.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. It seems like some people are disappointed that they can't see you, Chris. Cosent Indigo is writing, Stink One was hoping to see Krez, ugly mug. He seems to know you.
Who was that, sorry?
He seems to know you. He's calling you an ugly mug.
Ah, Cosent.
Friend of yours?
Axis and Captain. Yeah, a lot of these people are members of my unit, Clan Crossfire.
Alright. And let's have a quick look at the damage scores. Dolpher did a lot of work in the Assassin. He got 3 kills, 625 damage. Amazing work from him. Bulba's Summoner went down quite early with just 152 damage. He had to tank out quite a bit. If you look at the Hussars, the damage spread is more even. Batian's Summoner went down early as well with below 200 damage, and they catched out George Pride in the Assassin kind of early. Nete and the Arctic Cheetah did quite some work with 408 damage, 2 kills, Parps 2 kills as well. So it could have went both ways, I would say.
It was a very close match. I think the Summoners are always going to struggle in a brawl just because of the nature of them. They do a lot of damage over time, very good at trading. But if it comes down to a brawl, which the first 2 drops in Battle for Midway often do, they're not really going to have a great impact.
Yeah.
Especially versing mechs like Assassins and Arctic Cheetahs that can just pick them apart.
So drop 1 goes in favor of the 5th Falcon Dragoons. And it was actually super close, which I like. I'm a big fan of close matches. 6 kills to 5, but the Dragoons are leading at least. So shout out to them. Drop 2 is going to be played on the same map, same tonnage restrictions. Teams are just going to change sides, which you will have to do, Cross and Pesky.
Yep.
So in the meantime...
Change them over now. Do you want to open up the map strategy while I set up?
Yes, I'm going to bring up the map strat here. So we can have a quick look at that and see what has actually happened. On the Team 1 side, the 5th Falcon Dragoons, they basically moved up. Yeah, they moved up straight to Theta. Set up there, took Theta, while the 31st Hussar Regiment went more into the Sigma area, setting up in Charlie 5, Charlie 6,
like
Delta
they were
5
setting
area.
up for trades. More so than we've seen before.
kind of. They tried to trade a bit with the mechs, which were actually able to get a little bit of early damage in, and to me it looked like they wanted to wanted the dragoons to force them to push them and then take control. But actually, the push of the 5th Falcon Dragoons went so well that
they didn't take too much damage coming in at all.
They didn't take too much damage. Yes, exactly. They used the cover they had available. The whole drop deck is kind of fast, so they went in before they really took a lot of damage. Their focus fire seemed a little bit better early on than the focus fire of the Hussars, and in the end, they won the drop, especially thanks to the good work of the assassin.
Oh, the assassins are so tanky. Those things are ridiculous. The 31st Hussars had a light mech as well come over here, do a bit of scouting in the Delta 4 area. He got to see some of the assassins, which were posted around there. But then he sort of bugged out. He didn't really do much there. Just had a look and said, yep, they're on theatre. I'm going to move back to my team.
Teams are still setting up. What do you think? Yep. Should we use the time to have a look at our dear chat and give out some freebies?
I think we've got a freebie we can give away. What was the first one?
I think we have at least 1 day of premium time. Not too much, but always useful. So let me bring up the tool. Where do I have it? There we go. I will add the viewers from our chat. Let me see whom I have to kick out. Oh, Doyle is online, Switchblade. I will kick out our bot. He doesn't get anything. I don't get anything. Sorry to myself. I wish I would. Beside that, I don't see anything else. Krasno, you won't get anything.
Oh, I should be there. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But
not today. Another day.
So, let's see who gets 1 day of free premium time. Who is it? Giveaway time. And there, the wheel is rolling, slowing down. Who is it? Simix 909. Congratulations, he is our winner. Very, very nice. Simix, I kindly ask you to send me a short private message on the MRBC Discord, and I'm going to send you the code for your giveaway.
We're now loading into our second match.
Are we loading in already? Perfect.
Yep, they're ready. They're all good to go. We're starting the game.
Then let's go straight into the match.
There we are. Get our empty map before the dropships come in.
Let's see if I...
Yeah. You can see the dropships coming in now.
I'm not seeing the dropships. Can you see them?
Yeah, they're very far in the distance. I can see their little indicators.
They should come soon.
You can see them in the distance. They're not approaching yet.
Do we have server issues again? I hope not.
Potentially. Yeah. Just disconnects us. No stream for anyone.
That would be bad. Actually, yeah, could happen. But would disconnect both of us? Come on.
It'd be pretty unlucky.
That would be insane. I don't see anything. Do you see anything?
I do not see anything at the moment. Here we go. The music started though.
Sound.
There we go. They're coming in. It just took a while to start up. The dropships are coming in.
Probably somebody took a lot of time to load in.
Alright, so on the 5th Falcon Dragoons, we have an Arctic Cheetah, a Summoner, an Assassin, a Summoner, a Nova, and an Assassin.
So, double Assassin, it's basically the same drop deck they used
pretty much the same
before.
drop deck.
Yeah. The Hussars are bringing a Huntsman and 2 Novas, a Hunchback 2C. Oh, 4 Novas in total. 4 Novas in total.
Aggressive push towards Theta again.
From the 5th Falcon
They're going to try and take the top.
There we go. I thought I had activated that already. Yeah, this looks better. Dragoons going for Theta straight away again.
Yep, and
it seems like this 31st Hussar Regiment is setting up around Gamma again. Cameron in the Hunchback 2C is trying to get on a higher position with his 4 Ultra AC2s to get some early shots in. I'm not sure how well this is going to go this time, but I understand the plan at least, and I'm not so excited about their position there. I mean, it's the Dragoons would have to push around the corner, but they have a couple
Looks
of
like they're setting up to receive a push, or they're going to push themselves. No, they're moving in now.
They're moving in now. The Nova's jumping up for the Arctic Cheetah.
All the Novas are gone on top.
They use their jump jet advantages here. I mean, on mining, it can be crucial to have a deck that's fully jump jet capable. If you don't have that, you are in trouble. Cameron is trying to cross the gap over up high. Red Imp dropping down to the Arctic Cheetah, and he goes down.
That's on the low ground, the rest are on the high ground.
That's the first nice kill. Chinchilla is trying.
A lot of UAVs up again from both teams.
Strikes coming down here as well. So far, the Hussars are still looking pretty fresh. They are looking at Bulbor
Those
now. Those
Novas need to be careful on the ground.
Yes, they do, but they are focusing Bulbor now, at least Red Imp. Christoph is jumping down as well, getting help from Bartian and Cameron. Bulbor dropping down. And it seems like the 5th Falcon Dragoons, they are not really fully engaging.
No, they've had a few mechs over on the Theta side, not really seeming to do much.
This is not
now
really going well for them.
Well.
Dogforce going down, Lawmaster is getting killed any second, and there he goes down, just 2 mechs left.
Very
Ismail.
good focus.
Yes, this time the 31st Hussar
They might be able to get out of this.
They
know. Lost one.
They lost Christoph, but they get Chinchilla now. He can't live any much longer, and there he goes. That's a very clear 6-1 victory for them.
Win, that one.
I imagine they had something like that in mind for drop 1 as well, but for some reason their focus didn't work out, and of course the Falcon Dragoons pushed in on drop 1 very well, and this time they seemed way too hesitant.
Over very quickly that game. Another brawl in. Again, as I said before, drops 1 and 2 very brawl heavy just because of tonnage restrictions. Let's have a look at the team stats. So yeah, a very strong showing this time.
Yes.
Good spread of damage.
Very nice. Nobody with exceptional high damage. Very nice spread. And if you look at the Falcon Dragoons, Seth in the Arctic Cheetah went down almost instantly. He just got out 22 damage. And the others beside Ismail and Dolkfar, who lived a little bit longer, never went above 200 damage as well. They were kind of out of position and got focused down very, very quickly, so they couldn't deal too much damage. Good match for the 31st Hussar Regiment.
31st, yeah.
So I'm going to update the score here a little bit.
Look at the Twitch chat. Captain Cat has just said we had a 50-50 Clan Crossfire RNG fail. I think a lot of my unit are watching the stream. I posted it in our Discord. Which is good, because a couple of them tend to win a lot. So I'm not sure if they necessarily need it.
So it's 1-1 now.
Okay. So we're going to switch the teams again, and we're going to change the map to Grim Plexus. And we're going to up the weight limit. Grimplexus.
To have a quick look at the format again here, guys. For drop 3, as Krasno said, we are switching to Grimplexus, and the tonnage is now 375 tons to 400 tons the teams have to bring. The 5th Falcon Dragoons are Team 1 again, 31st Hussar Regiment Team 2, and for drop 4 they are going to play the same map with switched sides.
Now, if you can just switch to the map strategy, I'm going to get up Grimplexus.
Yes, here we go. That thread is up, and I'm bringing up drop 3 as well in the background.
And the first thing you notice about this map is just how far away caps are from each other. There's no feeder cap. Feeder cap is banned, as we do the 3 points. We've got Kappa, Gamma, and Sigma very, very far at opposite corners of the map. And this map is a decent sized map. It's definitely not a small map. Now, from some of the games I've already seen, it can go either way. Sometimes it's almost a complete cap game. Other times, the teams pretty much ignore the caps and they just have a big battle, as is typical with Grimplexus, right in the middle here.
Yeah, I mean, so I used to play Grim a lot in MRBC last season, and of course, most of the fight was going on over the middle. It was mostly about controlling theta and just protecting, have some kind of map control to protect the other 2 caps, but that was 8v8. This time it's just 6v6, 3 cap. So it's kind of difficult to come up with an interesting strategy. You're playing in Battle for Midway this season yourself, I think, even in EU and AP, if I'm not mistaken, and have already looked at a couple of matches. What would your approach be here?
I'd say for a map like this, you'd very much have to look at your opponent and see what you think they might do. So if the unit you're playing against is more likely to be looking at a cap strategy, then you're definitely going to have to take that into account. Otherwise, you can bring the strongest loadout possible, and you can just run around the map chasing them the entire time. It's not really going to work out for you. Other times, you might know that the unit is not really going to bother with the caps too much, and you think, okay, I'm just going to try and bring the strongest sort of matchup that I can. So whether you want to go laser vomit or long range or a brawl, you really have to sort of pay attention to, I suppose, the strategies of the other units you've used in the past. It's very important.
I'm kind of curious what we are going to see. I think the teams are almost ready, aren't they? They just need to finally ready up.
Yep, they're both ready, but we still haven't. They still haven't all readied up in the lobby.
Come on, folks, ready up.
We've got. They're ready. Already. Let's see.
Let's see if they are good to go. From what I can see here, the 5th Falcon Dragoons are setting up
31st are ready.
Alpha Bravo.
The 5th Falcon Dragoons are ready now. We're good to go. They're ready. Let's go.
And the others are setting up Alpha Bravo Charlie with 2 mechs each. So that's at least an indication that the Dragoons don't intend to go for Kappa. That's at least what I would think. So let's jump into the match.
Let's see what we have when we jump in. There we're in.
Let's see how long it takes to load in this time. Oh, that sounds a lot better already. Yes.
Yeah, much quicker.
Much quicker. 5th Falcon Dragoons, they bring a Hellbringer B, a Gargoyle Prime, another Hellbringer, and another Hellbringer. 3 Hellbringers, 2 Gargoyles, and a Viper. Could be a long-range strategy with some capping here.
We'll have to see. The Gargoyles could go either way. Traditionally, they were used as brawling mechs with small lasers or small pulse.
I have a look at them. ER mediums and ER PPCs. On the Hellbringers, I see large pulse, ER mediums.
We've got gargoyles for 31st as well. We've got 2 gargoyles, a linebacker, a viper, well, 3 linebackers and a viper.
That sounds like a very, very fast deck, actually.
They're spreading out immediately already. Got mechs going to Sigma and Kappa from the 31st. And we've got the 5th Falcon Dragoons, all bunched up, pushing towards Theta.
Netea in the Viper in the middle, close to Theta. He's probably scouting. He wants to figure out what their opponent is doing. He's bringing 4 machine guns and 5 small pulse lasers. While the Falcon Dragoons
two
move
gargoyles from 31st,
in one big group.
Finally get into Kappa.
Gargoyles and Hellbringers, they stay together. They're moving into direction of Sigma. While Dolphin and the Viper is heading to Sigma as well on the outside. He might run into the group of 3 Hussars by himself.
So the gargoyles on the 31st side are both running laser boats, small lasers.
Small lasers, so they intend to brawl.
Yeah.
The linebackers are coming up here
They have to be very
to
careful
Dolpha.
now, they're extremely split.
Actually, they miss each other because Dolpha was walking past Epsilon on the inside while the linebackers are on the outside heading for Gamma. That's kind of fun.
31st are incredibly split now. They better hope they don't get scouted. It'd be very
And the Hussars certainly have a cap advantage now, since they are going to take Gamma in a second. They will keep their cap advantage even as Dolpha is going for Sigma.
It looks like the gargoyles from 31st are just holding at Kappa at the moment.
And
they're sitting back there waiting for someone to try and cap it.
They are probably trying to figure out where the main force of the Hussars is. And since they have nobody scouting for them, they just took kind of the middle.
They do have the Viper around Theta. Surely the Viper should be in a position to see the city.
Yeah, but the Falcon Dragoons, they have their Viper on Sigma right now. They are capping Sigma.
Like I've lagged. There's a Viper floating in midair for me.
The 3 linebackers of the Hussars on Gamma, and the Dragoons moving towards Gamma right now. Since it went down kind of fast, I expect them to know that there is more than one mech. At least that's the conclusion they could have made there. Full cap for the Hussars.
The gargoyles are still just holding at Kappa. There's no movement from them yet at all. The 5th Falcon Dragoons, however, are very quickly running out of time with this strategy. Their slower strategy might get them in trouble right now. They need to make a move towards Gamma a bit.
The linebackers are moving back to Sigma. We'll see. Maybe this time they run into Dolpha and the Viper, moving back to Gamma.
Maybe, yeah.
While the Falcon Dragoons are playing Ringle Rosie.
Can we see no combat at all? all the mechs ending on 100%.
Netea and the Viper.
Like it could be.
Look at that Netea and the Viper. He stays on the toes of the Dragoons.
He's watching them.
He's watching them.
He's not engaging.
He still sends intel to his team, telling the team where their main force is going. This way the linebackers can avoid them. They're just capping Gamma back. Dolpha went between Epsi and Theta, so he missed.
Dolpha missed them.
He missed the linebackers again.
Maybe, no?
Which is probably very lucky for
very
the Dragoons,
because
if they would have lost their Viper, it would be game over already.
You don't want to run into 3 linebackers.
Not at all. Not even with a fast Viper.
So we're almost at the halfway point of this match, and so far I don't think
nothing happened.
Has one shot been fired? Oh no. One of the Vipers is at 93%, or is that just from him damaging his legs?
I think it's just from jumping, yeah. We can have a look at him.
Yeah, have a look at him.
Yeah. He has a bit of damage, armor damage on his arm, torso.
Oh no, he's got a little bit of damage.
But it's almost nothing. It's just a out of range laser scratch, I would say. And he keeps jumping, trying to figure out what's going on with the Dragoons.
I think at this point that we're very closely approaching to a point where the Dragoons aren't going to be able to do anything about
It's
the cap
just
advantage.
424 left. We have more than 100
If not,
points.
we might already be there right now.
Yeah, we have almost 120 points cap advantage for
It looks like the linebackers are going to see some.
They might see some action
fighting
now.
here. Yeah, got a Hellbringer and a Gargoyle from the Falcon Dragoons pushing up, who are going to engage the linebackers. Yep, they found each other.
But the Gargoyles are still around Kappa.
Oh.
They are just protecting
No,
Kappa.
the linebackers are backing off. Okay. Are they?
No, they are coming in. Strike came in here from Papst towards Lawmaster. Actually, it took almost as much damage as Papst.
The game is over now, though.
Yes.
31st have won this. There's
Just
no way that
3.5 minutes
Dragoons
left.
can come back.
No way.
There's no way they can come back at this point.
I would say that was a pretty smart capital strategy by the 31st with our regiment.
It doesn't make for overly exciting casting.
Not really, but we might see some action here with two
got a
linebackers chasing Dolphin and the Viper.
No, he's running away.
He tries to get
I'm not
away.
Sure why he's necessarily running away.
He's not really hurt. The others are heading for Sigma again. They might run. Yeah, these linebackers can't catch the Viper, and Papst is going to protect Sigma Cap here by just shooting at the Gargoyle and the Hellbringer.
Yeah, he's holding it quite well. The Gargoyle doesn't seem to be responding to him.
He's
at all.
going to go down very, very soon, but
he's held it long enough.
He's held it long enough, and even if they take Sigma now, even with the 2 cap, they can't come back from this. Their Papst goes down, but
so at the 2-minute 30 mark, we've had our first death.
Yes, and he bought his team another 15 to 20 seconds before he went down.
Yeah, well done.
Which adds to their huge cap advantage.
Yeah, the cap advantage is too great now.
And we might have a little engagement here again as well. Christoph and Iberian and the 2 linebackers are encountering Seth in the Gargoyle and Dogfa and the Viper. Brawl is starting. They are focusing the Viper right now. They don't care about the Gargoyle, obviously. I'm not sure that this is the smartest decision, but I guess for them it's all about protecting their cap advantage, so they want to get the Viper down. They have it lagged.
Well, I mean, the Gargoyle would run quite hot. 3 ER medium lasers and 2 PPCs is not a very good build for brawling up close engagements.
Not at all. Not at all. But Christoph and the linebacker went down. Dogfa is still up.
Might get him
He's
now.
really hurt. Left leg yellow already, 26%.
Oh.
Meteor comes in with his Viper. The machine gun's working on Dogfa's leg.
They should be able to clean up the Gargoyle quite easily.
They should be able to do that, yes.
Yeah.
Even if Iberian took some
1
damage.
minute left, and we've finally got one of the Gargoyles capping Gemma. So
and
the
in
Gargoyles
the meantime,
from 31st at this point have done nothing. Except for Cap Gamma and Sit.
And Seth in the Gargoyle, he's really hurt now.
Yeah, he's done.
He's lost his side torso and there he goes down.
He's finished.
So it's 2 kills for both sides. The only thing the Dragoons can try to do right now is get another kill, but if the Hussars played smart, they are going to avoid that. They're dancing around with the Viper here, but he should be more than fast enough to get away from the Gargoyle and the Hellbringer. He might be surprised to run into
stay
Bulbo
alive
here.
for 20 seconds. No,
But
is he trying to engage? No, he's running in quite a straight line.
He's running, but if he's tanking it out, he should survive this.
It looks like he's going to get away. And look at the Gargoyles for 31st, 100%. Oh, one just took some damage there. Just as I said that.
And that's it. Clear cap victory here.
We can all thank Live, the organiser of Battle for Midway, Live 1991, for the cap battle we just saw, using Gamma, Kappa and Sigma. I personally would have chosen Theta, but each to their own.
So let's have a look at the damage stats. Red Invent Cameron
Gargoyles
in the
doing
gargoyles.
0 damage each.
0. But they did their job. They protected their...
Cap bots, gargoyle.
Yes. The cap protection. Brawly gargoyles to protect the cap point. Even to potentially win a fight against 3 others or something like that.
Yeah.
While they had 4 very fast mechs for the...
5FD never even went near that cap. They never even looked like they were going anywhere near it. They were trying to hold the other caps.
Look at Seth in the Gargoyle Prime with 541 damage despite PPCs and ER medium lasers. He did quite some damage still in the Gargoyle. But that's unfortunately not enough in this case, since they never were able to get more than 1 cap. So drop 3 is won by the Hussars. In terms of kills, it's still super close. And we are going to move on to drop 4 soon. Same tonnage.
Same map, same tonnage, switching sides. Switching their sides now.
I'm going to bring map thread up again. So maybe you want to tell our viewers a little bit about the fight.
Yep, I'll go through our map strat.
And I'll be right back.
Okay, so we've got 2 gargoyles starting in Alpha Lance, running down to take Kappa, and then sitting in Echo 3 for almost the entirety of the game. Well, 1 gargoyle did, I don't think he moved. We had a Viper come to the middle and have a scout around, try and keep tabs on the enemy team. And then we had the 3 linebackers moving to cap Sigma. And really, the linebackers did all the work in terms of controlling the caps. They moved back and forward between Sigma and Gamma the long way twice. Cap Gamma and then back to Sigma. And unfortunately, the enemy team's Viper missed them both times running through the middle. The enemy team, however, started with a strategy that I thought both teams were going to bring. And they pushed towards the middle with a sort of laser vomit long range mixed deck. And then they weren't really sure of what to do. They didn't know whether they should have pushed Sigma or Gamma, and that was because of the speed of the linebackers confusing them a bit and the lack of scouting. So they moved around this area a lot, and it wasn't until too late in the game where they actually started to do some damage, tried to take some caps. And then you'll find that in Battle for Midway, having a 2 cap advantage for even just 2 or 3 minutes can really put you in the advantage, simply because the matches only go for 10 minutes. So even though it's only 3 cap, a few minutes of having a 2 cap advantage can put you quite a fair bit away in the lead. We're looking at setting up the next game, drop 4.
So I'm back as well.
Same event Lancers now.
Do you still need the map thread, Chris?
No, I think we'll move on. Did you want to give away our
giveaway time? Yes, good point.
We got
a mech bay.
A mech bay next. A mech bay. That'd be the one I'd want if I could choose.
Mech bay, anybody? Let me.
There we go.
Bring up the tool. Thank you to Mr. Lach for the wonderful Lach's tool, which is super helpful for things like that.
Okay.
Let's add our current viewers again.
So 31st unlocked.
That's nice. I have a quick look. Whom I have to kick out? Moobot! There you go. I can't get anything as well, which just makes me really sad. And that should be fine. Let's go! Here we go.
I want to be able to see the tool. Where is this tool?
I'll show you, and you can see it later on the stream.
Running through the stream.
The wheel is rolling through the names. Who is it gonna be? EK556, congratulations. And to EK556 again, I ask you to send me a private message on Twitch so I can send you your codes later.
So with the 5th Falcon Dragoons, looking like they're all ready.
By the way, again, that was a mech bay. That was a mech bay for EK556. I wrote it down so I don't forget it.
Yes, congratulations, EK. We're loading the next game now. Drop 4.
Is this
Lexus, same tonnage.
Is EK another player of your team? Just asking.
EK? No, I don't believe so. No, not EK. We've got, what do we have? We've got 43 viewers now. It's gone up a little bit.
Nice.
People are streaming on. Okay, and we're in the next match waiting for the dropships to come. Yep, the music is turned on. The dropships are in. So, from the 5th Falcon Dragoons, we've got a Warhawk Prime, Kodiak 3, a Viper, an Ice Ferret, a Warhawk C, and an Ice Ferret.
And for the 31st Hussar Regiment, we have 2 Orion 2CAs, a Cyclops, three Orions, a Cyclops, and 2 Assassins. That sounds brawly, very brawly. The Cyclops is 6th streak SRM6 with tag. That's interesting. Nice, interesting build.
Okay.
Orion LBX20 with SRM6 Artemis. And what else do we have here? The other Orion.
So we've got the 2 Assassins.
Is Ultra AC20
from
with SRM6.
Splitting up and capturing Gemma and Kappa. So they're going for a bit 2 cap again. We have the 5th Falcon Dragoons split up into 2 groups of 3. The main body of their assaults is pushing towards Theta onto the hill.
This time the Assassins play Cap Warrior.
What was that, sorry?
This time the Assassins play the Cap Warriors for the Hussars.
Yes.
And
so we've got a Dakar Kodiak 3, we've got a 4 PPC Warhawk, and another 4 PPC Warhawk.
That's going to be interesting.
So we've got Brawl versus Long Range.
The Hussar Regiment is moving in a way to avoid being seen very well here. They are using the terrain to their advantage to move up into Sigma direction. Considering that the Dragoons are mostly range, I'm kind of surprised to see them so bunched up. Of course, they took the high ground here on the Theta hill, but I'm not sure what they intend to do here. The Viper and the Ice Ferret are spreading out, running for Kappa. I'm wondering if the Ice Ferret is trying to... Has he seen? Yes, they have seen the Assassin, Nitei and the Assassin, and the Ice Ferret is trying to chase him. I'm not sure if he wants to engage him alone. That might not be a good idea.
Assassins are generally not mechs you want a 1v1.
And the Ice Ferret is...
Get some nice early trades at long range against the legs. It could do work.
It could work, but so far Nitei can dodge that. No hits on Nitei yet. The Ice Ferret is still chasing, and he might run straight into the brawl deck of the Hussars.
Looks like he's going to engage him. The Ice Ferret's going to be very careful.
There come the Hussars. They are trying to engage the Ice Ferret. He's turning around.
The streak Cyclops as well is coming in.
And he's going to go down very quickly, I guess.
Nitei
baited in very, very nicely. All they need to do is leg him. They don't even need to kill him.
Are quick, but they're nowhere near Ice Ferret quick. So he looks like he's
seems like he's getting away, yes.
Yeah.
And what's going on at Sigma right now? We have
we've got
Archibald Jensen in the other Assassin, while Bulbo and the Ice Ferret is getting some shots in on him, but he just scratched him. He's trying to prevent Archibald from capping that cap point, and he might just engage the Bulbo's Ice Ferret. So we have another little fight going on here. Archibald took some damage, of course.
Holding point. The Warhawks are still sitting on top of their perch, and the
And
Brawler
Archibald
still hiding
is
in the
chewing on the Ice Ferret's legs here. He's kind of spreading the damage a bit, but the right leg took some damage at least already. Missed that shot. But now Bulborg gets some support from the ranged mechs, and Archibald needs to be careful and get out there.
He'd have to run away at this point.
Yes. The other Ice Ferret comes in. If the two Ice Ferrets can hunt down Archibald, this could be the advantage the Dragoons need. He can't stay there. Oh, that's dangerous.
He's stayed too long. He's going to get caught out by the Ice Ferrets.
Yes. And Lawmaster's Ice Ferret is bringing ER small lasers opposed to the medium pulse of the other Ice Ferret, so he's even more brawly with the ER smalls and the SRMs. Archibald is taking quite some damage right now, but the full brawl deck of the Hussars are coming in right now. The Orions coming in right now. Let's see if Archibald can.
Lawmaster has no idea. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know yet.
He doesn't know.
He might have seen them now. He's backing up right now. He's trying to get away.
He's noticed now.
He's running. The other Ice Ferret is coming in as well. And for him it might be too late.
No, the Ice Ferret speed's going to get away again. Lost an arm.
So he lost quite some firepower. This might be dangerous for Archibald again. He's running into the same position he has been before. He can dodge most of the PPC shots. He didn't
a lot of
take
PPC
too much
and ballistics
damage.
coming through that gap in the hills.
Yeah, but right now they can easily cap Sigma and get some of the caps back. But it's getting close. I mean, there is 4 minutes 20 left.
The two caps enough. The 2 cap will win it if the caps do not change.
Depending on how long they can keep it.
So if we look down at Gamma, we have got the Cyclops Q.
It goes back and forth. The Cyclops is trying to... I think they
trying
left
to
him...
capture a light. There is a light coming in. There is one of the assassins coming in.
Yes, but I guess they especially left the Cyclops there with the streaks to protect against one of the lights. And he's taking position.
Dogs don't want to get caught out by this Cyclops here. He's going to be very careful.
There's the tech laser. And there's the first shot in. Second one.
Oof.
Nice shot in the back on Dolgfur.
Those streaks are doing big work.
Oh yes.
Massive
He almost
work.
lost his
About
left
55%.
side also.
48. He's managed to get away, but he's lost half his mech.
Yes.
Very nasty.
If he would have lost one of those side torsos, that would have been a even way bigger advantage for...
Well, it's an interesting choice to take a Cyclops Q as the streak boat, because as you just saw then, despite the Viper taking a lot of damage, he still managed to get away. If you took perhaps a faster, lighter mech as the streak boat, that might not have been the case.
But I suppose they took such a heavy mech because they wanted it to be able to tank out quite some damage if it encounters more than one fast medium.
It's a lot of tonnage. You have to be very careful. Make sure your scouting's on point.
Yes. And Papst keeps protecting Gamma, while...
So we've got Sigma now. We've got some mechs moving up on Sigma.
Falcon Dragoons need to find a solution now for Sigma, and there's definitely going to happen a fight here. But I don't see what they can do.
Kodiak are pushing into three brawler onions. Oh,
I mean, it's a Warhawk and a Kodiak. They are going to die super fast here.
Yeah.
And there's a
Kodiak. It's not going to go well for the Kodiak.
Look at that. Look at the damage he's taking. He's dropping down super fast. 32, 59, lost a side torso, shots in the back. CT, one shot, and there he goes down. The Warhawk is next. He's going to get focused now as well. And this means GG. Seth backs up. He tries to tank it out, but no.
I'm not sure what the rest of their team is doing. They've got full mechs all the way over at Kappa.
They were chasing squirrels, I would say.
They're chasing the squirrel, are they?
Yes, they do.
That's a big mistake. They've got a Warhawk chasing an assassin, do they? It's never a situation you want to see yourself in.
Yeah, the Ice Ferret is help chasing, but
And we've got Ismail over here, right near Kappa, and he's Warhawk C, 99% health.
Yeah, the Warhawk kind of played Cap Warrior there. So 1 minute 10 left. Are they going to catch out Nite here? I doubt it. Well, they can. I mean, they have the 2 high ferrets and the Viper. It's 3 max. Should be possible.
89% assassin. He should be able to escape. The hit reg on these things is ridiculous. It's so tanky. He should be able to get away. I can't see them catching him.
Yeah, I don't see it either. If they would try hard, they might have had a chance, but they would have had to engage even more early than they did.
They're quite damaged as well. If you have a look at the ice ferrets, the healthiest ones at 70.
Yeah, that's a good point.
72%.
Bulbo down to 58, so.
Yeah, 48. Well, the game's basically over at this point, I suppose.
20 seconds left.
Even getting a kill at this stage is pretty unlikely, unless this assassin manages to get the Viper, which he might do. Was he going to engage? No, he's having a look.
No, he's playing it safe, and I would say that's a smart thing to do here.
We've got the 31st pushing in, but it's a little bit too late. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, and as you can see, Archibald was even going for Kappa to get the 3 cap there. More than 100 cap points advantage here. Played very well by the 31st Tusa Regiment.
Look at the team stats. Yeah, look at the damage spread difference.
Yes, and it's not surprising. You have a full brawl deck against this long range deck on this map. So whenever there's a fight going to happen, the brawl deck is going to pump out a lot of damage, and there's not much the Falcon Dragoons could have done about that.
No.
So let's have a look at the score.
They've been interesting. They've both been interesting matches. Just the cap strategies on Grim Plexus, which, as I mentioned before, I was watching the Russian Jade Falcon versus the Black Spikes. They basically didn't worry about the caps at all. They just went straight into the fight.
I didn't pay close enough attention. It was 2 kills for the 31st Tusa Regiment and 0 for the 5th Falcon Dragoons, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Alright. So I'm updating the score. It's a 3-1 lead for the 31st Tusa Regiment now. And they have the kill lead as well, with 15 kills compared to 9 for the Falcon Dragoons. And now we are going to look at drop 5, which is very interesting because we are looking at the map ban phase right now.
The map ban phase, yeah.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
We've got one team has to do the ban, and then the other team picks from the remaining 2 maps.
Exactly.
Now they've only got a few minutes to do this, but in practicality it can take a little bit longer. So I'm just going to change the teams.
Team 2 is going to ban one of the 3 maps first, and then Team 1 can pick one of the 2 remaining.
Yeah.
So you're switching teams right now.
So we're also moving up tonnage, so we go to 450 tons, which means that you can bring, if you wish to, 5 assaults in one line.
But do you really want to risk not having something fast on such huge maps? I mean, we are talking about Polar Highlands, Frozen City and Alpine Peaks.
You could probably get away with it easier on Frozen City, because the points are much closer. You can sort of control 2 cap points in different positions. So Team 2 starts the banning. We're going to see what they ban. What is their selection? So Team 2 have banned Alpine Peaks. What are Team 1 going to pick? Between Frozen City or Polar Highlands? I'd be very interested to see if anyone decided to bring Lerms or ATMs.
That's
which
going to
could potentially be quite strong on Polar Highlands. So we've got Frozen City. Does that mean he's bans Frozen City, or does that mean he's chosen Frozen City?
I'm asking.
See? Yep, we're going to clarify that. Bam.
They
So we're
banned
playing
Frozen
Polar
City.
Highlands.
So Polar Highlands it is.
Boom. There we go. So we'll give the teams a little bit of time to organise, and let's have a look at the map. I'm not going to do the map strategy for that last Grim Plexus because it was a bit of a shambles.
It was. I mean, it was pretty.
So much movement and split teams.
It's basically just it was a big mess. I mean,
yeah.
Guys, if you want to see what happened there, let's go to the Grim Plexus map real quick. It probably was something like this.
I'll help too.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's move. There's a lot of erratic movement between many different.
Totally. But Polar Highlands is actually gonna be. I hope it's gonna be more interesting, because we have Epsi, Kappa, and Theta. So Epsi and Kappa are kind of close to each other, and to me this is a no-brainer. You want to have map control over Epsi and Kappa. These two cap points are the closest to each other. Theta is out of range compared to them.
Theta is very far away.
Yes.
It is very far away from Epsilon.
It's very far away.
Especially in a 10-minute game, if an assault went to Theta and found the rest of the enemy team at Epsilon and Kappa, it would take him a good half of the game to even get to engaging range. Just that far away. So I'm anticipating that both the teams will have their heavies and assault mechs somewhere around this area, as you said, Epsilon Kappa. And we might have a nice light battle around Theta. We'll have to see what eventuates.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
We've got the teams starting to ready up. They're not quite there yet.
What I'm a bit curious about now is both teams brought a fair share of Brawl already. So especially for the 31st Tusa Regiment, who brought a lot of Brawl so far. It's going to be tough to come up with something like that again. There's not much left, so they might go for something more laser vomit or something like that, I guess. I don't believe that they will go for the really long range game, considering what I've seen from them so far. But I mean, you never know. You never know. They just might change their strategy completely right now.
They could always go for a more mid-range sort of DACA build on this map. That would still be quite strong.
But on the other hand, I mean, they banned Alpine.
That might have just been because of the what they perceive to be an unfavourable team.
Probably. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Polar's not as sort of one-sided for any teams, whereas
that's true.
Alpine Peaks, depending on your strategy and the strengths of your unit, one side might be very very strong, the other might be quite weak.
You can play Frozen City from both sides very well as well. So
yeah, it is interesting that they banned Frozen straight away. I wonder if that will indicate, a desire to go more long range, perhaps. I guess we'll find out soon. How we going?
I mean, on the other hand, you never know what's gonna happen. This is not Eon West Black Spikes or something like that, where you have teams which basically dance on the edge of the highest skill in the game and bring very high skill to the game. In the lower divisions you have very committed players as well, but you see way more interesting and curious tactics. And on a map like Polar, I've seen Lerms in comp matches before.
It could be anything, in all honesty.
By the way, I have even seen Lerms from Black Spikes in comp matches before on a map like that.
Well, we've seen ATMs from the World Cup games in the Phoenix Legion.
Exactly.
In semi-finals. So I mean, anything's possible. You could potentially bring a whole heap of summoners and do pop-tarting ATMs on this map. That'd be something I'd love to. Especially when you think about it, like this drop is very heavy, so there's going to be a lot of assaults.
And it might actually be a strong solution for them. It's strong because you bring the Lerm hell on long range with the ATMs, kinda, and if you get more close, your damage just increases. So could be a way to go for them.
I think we're all ready, so we're going to load into the final match this evening. Let's go. So we had a little bit of a longer than, I suppose, typical wait time, given that it is a map ban. It's not definite what map they're going to have to play on. They might have different pilots, and they most likely have different strategies and mechs. The different potential maps they could play on. I mean, when you're looking at this, you have to plan 2 map strategies, because you're obviously going to get one ban, but it could be either or. You can't just plan one. You have to
of course.
Both.
On the other hand, since all maps can be played long range at least, I wouldn't be surprised to see long range decks from both teams in whatever kind of composition it might be. I have a look at the 5th Falcon Dragoons. We have 2 Marauder 2Cs, this time from them 3 linebackers. 4 linebackers. 4 linebackers, 2 Marauder 2Cs. So it's a fast
That's a very
deck.
Fast. Can you have a look at the linebackers to see what they're loading?
I'm
so
moving over there right now.
Well,
I'm
PPCs,
curious myself. So let's have a look. Marauder is medium pulse. They're moving too fast for me. Old man can't
oh, we've
keep
got
up with them.
LRMs. We've got an LRM Mauler.
Heavy, small, laser, SRM Force linebacker. The linebackers seem to be brawly. SRM Force are teamless 6 times. This is a brawl deck with some medium pulse Overwatch from the Marauder 2Cs.
So from 31st, sorry to cut in,
yes,
we've
please.
got 2 Dakar Kodiaks. We have a Mauler and a Supernova with LRM 20s. We have an Arctic Cheetah, and I'm going to try and find where the Raven is, but I suspect that we've got
capping
a Narc
right
Raven.
now. The Raven is capping.
I'm pretty sure we've got a Narc Raven. Let's see where he is. He's a white Narc Raven with 3-yard medium lasers, and no doubt stealth armor. So we've got a Lerm Dakar heavy deck, which could be very strong.
The key question
Interestingly enough,
might
we've got
be
heavy machine guns on the Arctic Cheetah. It's an interesting choice.
the key question might be, when are the Hussars going to figure out that their opponent is full brawl?
I mean, if the Dragoons commit to that charge, or if they try and take cover from the Lerns, which would be very detrimental to their health.
I mean, the Raven is scouting already a bit. Not sure if he can see much from here. Probably not. He might see them
The
coming in.
linebackers, if they close, could do a lot of damage to those Lern boats.
Farbchen, the Arctic Cheetah, is doing his scouting jumps again, and I think he has seen the main force right now. They should know that they are coming their way at full force. Strike coming in.
Where's our little Narc Raven? Where's Nettia? Nettia, the Narc Raven, is on the right flank here. And he looks like he's going to...
He's trying to get behind them.
If he plays this well, he could potentially narc their entire team, and they don't have any ECM, so once he narcs...
I suppose he's going for the Marauder to see first. Seth Malthus in the Marauder or Chinchilla.
Did he get that narc off?
I didn't see it yet.
Not sure if Seb's been narked or not, I cannot see.
Lerms are coming in already.
Yeah, we've got Lerms coming in on the
Cameron
linebackers,
in
but
the
they're not all
Supernova.
connecting. With the linebackers
And
charging the assaults.
The linebackers coming in. And
They've gotten so close without taking any damage.
that's going to be tough
The
for
linebackers
the
are virtually on top of the assaults. They're taking no damage on running.
None at all. Ismail took a little bit, but
they should probably focus the Kodiaks here, as they're the
and
most...
the Marauder to Cs go for Cameron in the Supernova. Ismail actually went down quickly thanks to the fire of the Kodiaks.
I think he got backshot by the Kodiaks there. So we've got one assault down. They're not focusing the Kodiaks though.
No, they are not.
Really
They are
need to focus those
focusing
Kodiaks.
the Lerm boats, which might be very helpful.
Well, we've got the
Lawmaster went
Marauder
down
2Cs coming in.
2 linebackers down.
It's a close game. Down.
Bulbo and the 3rd linebacker should go down any second as well. There he goes. So it's 3-3 now. Iberian, the first Kodiak went down.
The 31st are much healthier. Ooh, a back shot on a near fresh Kodiak.
Only the Raven and the Arctic Cheetah are left.
That Raven should just go cap.
And the Arctic Cheetah as well. All he needs to do is run. All he needs to do is run.
Oh, he's legged him. We've got
Papst, all you
one
need to
legged
do.
Marauder 2C. The other Marauder 2C's been halved.
But Papst
So we've
keeps
got
fighting.
two very slow mechs.
And he's legged as well, so it's just the Raven left for them right now.
Okay.
But we have
now they really need to split and one get Kappa and one get Epsilon, which it looks like they're doing. The Raven's going to capture Theta. We've got 5 minutes left and 127 tickets. So I don't know, my maths isn't good enough to do that quickly. Do you have an idea if they can win this? What's going to be the split point?
I mean, the Dragoons need to split up now. They don't have a choice. They need to cap points. One of them is going for
at what point
Kappa right now.
Has it already gone? Is the game already over? Do you think? I think it might be. They're not capturing points.
Might be close.
I don't think that they can.
It's like they have 4 minutes left when they have kept both points probably. So that's
now.
Even if the Narc Raven gets Theta, it's a 2-to-1 cap. That means they can catch up 60 cap points per minute. That would be enough. So the Dragoons can still win it. If the Raven...
So really that Raven needs to go to Epsilon right now and prevent that cap.
Yes. But he's going for the full cap on Theta. No, he's moving. Chinchilla is uncapping Kappa right now. So
it's 4 minutes left, 180 tickets to 1.
It's getting close. Nitea
I'm not sure if they can do it.
I think he's heading for Kappa. And that
he's almost on Epsilon.
I mean, the thing about Nitea is he can pull it off. He has 3 medium lasers. All he needs to do is finish the Marauder to C on Kappa.
I don't think the Falcons can win at this point. I think the game's over. It's over. They can't catch up.
They can still catch up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
2-to-1 cap.
2-to-1 cap. That's 60 cap points they get back on the Hussars per minute. That's 180 plus the 20 seconds. It's super close, but I think they can
they're going to be able to do it.
Just catch up. But I need to look on what's going on here. Chinchilla is up high, trying to protect Kappa, and Nitea is shooting at Chinchilla.
He's dropped a strike on him, but he's moved out of range.
And if he has figured out how hurt the Marauder to C is, he might be able to take that. But he has to be super careful, because right now Chinchilla still has all his weapons. Now he lost the side torso, but unfortunately just the one on the left hand side, so he still has 6 medium pulse lasers left. He takes quite some damage. It's gonna be tough for him. He needs to find angles while Seth Malthus is coming back to Kappa already.
Here's an interesting point about his loadout. I would personally in a Narc
Nitea is shooting at Chinchilla's leg. It's red armor already, but he needs to be careful now.
Sure he shoots the right leg.
Now would be a good time to run and go for Epsi.
He's not sure if the other assault is though. Might get a sight of it. Is he going?
The other assault might be almost under his UAV. If he sees him and he bails...
He does see him. That leg is open now. I think he's going to get the leg. He's got to make sure he's hitting the right one.
But he still needs to go. The smart choice here would be to...
Capture Epsilon, yeah.
Capture Epsi, yes. Chinchilla's leg is orange already. But I mean, Nitius Raven
Turning-
took some damage as well. He is caught. So one nice shot could be enough to kill the Raven. He needs to be super careful.
Is he going to commit here, or is he going to run all the cherry red left leg? One more
Yeah,
shot.
but look at
one
the
more clean shot
Raven.
could get him.
He got Chinchilla
Got
there,
him.
but he might die himself now if he's not careful. 45 seconds. Oh no, that's not going to be enough. You were right. The Dragoons can't win this.
I thought I
anymore.
was. Just quietly.
Yes. Sorry, I have a good excuse. I catch the flu. I can't even do math anymore.
You've done very well to run the stream with your fluey state. Looks like the Raven's just backing off now that he's got that kill.
Yes.
Doesn't
And
need to get
that's-
any more cap points, so he's going to retain his mech, which I think is a good strategy.
Of course. Why should you give away kills? He got the kill on the Marauder to see.
Yeah,
That was
no, he's
quite a
never
task
beaten that
already,
Marauder.
especially with just the medium lasers. I mean, considering it was a tech Raven, I probably would have brought ER larges on it.
On the Raven,
Yes. Why not? I mean,
I would have brought medium pulse personally. I would have done the
possible as
opposite.
well. But I mean, for a situation like that, if you run into kind of a brawl deck, at least you can run away for a very long time and chew on your opponent's legs while they can't reach you.
Yeah, I just find that if you brought medium pulse lasers, you'd actually be able to do
Yeah.
a bit better light work
Let's
and
have a
clean
look
up.
at the damage here. It's 5-5 in favor of 31st User Regiment. The Codex both 599, 509 damage. That's a lot of damage. Bardian killed 3 of the opponents. Papsch in the Arctic Cheetah did an amazing job as well. 534 damage. And he did very good
Lambo's not
scouting.
really putting in much work there.
No, but both Learnboats, the Supernova and the Mauler, were focused quite early, which
Yes.
I believe was the biggest mistake of the Falcon Dragoons. If they would have focused the Codex, the game would have most
I think it
likely
would have been
went
much
the other
different,
way.
yeah.
Yes.
I think it would have been a much different game.
For sure.
They focused fire one Kodiak and then the other. That brawl would have been very lopsided.
Yes.
They managed to get in with 4 linebackers. Like, those linebackers were all almost at 99% by the time they were within SRM range, which was very well done. So if we have a look at the map strategy, we'll quickly go over what happened.
Yes, let me bring it up. Here it is.
Yeah. So, on Team 2, we have a body of assault mechs walking to around about this area without really doing too much else. We had a few of their light mechs going through Kappa and then scouting down around Epsilon.
And I think
Team 1 with
the Arctic Cheetah, he was more in the middle of the map, maybe Hotel 8-ish, Hotel 9-ish, jumping high to get a look at the Falcon Dragoons, which tried to come in more or less.
Did you see if did he get eyes on the linebacker squad? When was
He
jump
saw
on?
them
Did you see
approaching. He saw them approaching at some point.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
then we had the
when he
linebackers
went
and
away.
Marauder brawlers moving to the middle here, and then basically just walking straight in. And the
Yes.
linebackers did a very good job of pushing their assaults hard and getting in with relatively low damage.
Yeah.
Now I believe the Maulers, the Marauders 2Cs, did break off a little bit, and they were a little bit late
Yes.
coming in.
Since
think they got
they
tangled with some of
were
the
slower anyways, they came in late, and as they saw the Supernova and the Mauler turning around, they felt like they should take the opportunity, but it took them way too long to take them down, so they couldn't help the linebackers with the
That cost
Kodiaks.
them a little bit.
Yes.
And then at the end, we had the 2 Marauder 2Cs doing what they should have done and split capping, but it just wasn't enough. The Narc Raven ran away, captured Theta, and with the initial cap advantage, it was basically all over from that point.
Yes. So far, I've seen very smart strategies from the 31st User Regiment. They always had a plan and they executed it well. That was my impression. What did you take away?
Yeah. Yeah, well, a lot of the games just were won by caps. Now, before we finish up the broadcast, do we have anything final to give away?
Of course we do. Is anybody here interested in 1000 MC? Then write, yes I am, in chat now. Come on guys, I want to see something. If you give away some MC.
We will have to wait a little bit. Have you turned the delay off?
No, I haven't, but we'll see that later. We can start
Perfect.
right now anyways.
Start the raffle. I'm just watching the last part of this stream.
Let me bring up our amazing tool again. I'm going to clear the names and add all of our wonderful viewers right now again. I'm going to kick out the usual suspects. Goodbye bot, goodbye me, goodbye Krasno.
Rid of them all. The past winners.
That should be fine. And then let's see who's going to win 1000 MC. Here we go. Giveaway time.
This is the big one too, 1000 MC. Quite a bit more
the wheel is running.
Let's see if we get someone we know.
And who is it? It slows down.
Matchild.
Congratulations, Matchild.
I haven't heard that name before.
Me neither. I kindly ask you to send me a PM here on Twitch as well, so I can send you your code for your 1000 MC. Congratulations again. So let's have a look at the...
NetEye is just saying in chat that he had 3 medium pulse before, but he switched.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
So he switched for a bigger engine and more range.
So let's have a look at the final score. It's a 4-1 victory in favor of the 31st Hussar Regiment with 20-14 kills. So
those are quite low kill amounts.
Yes, and this of course comes due to the cap strategies. Exactly. We have to blame the cap strategies here. I mean, to me it was still interesting games. Of course, I'm always happy to see some action, and I like a good brawl, for sure. But on the other hand, this was smart play. Actually, they played very, very smart here, and
I think it was a very good showcase of how important caps are in this format. In the 10-minute battles, 3 caps. And the caps are just, I find even more important sometimes than the 15-minute 5-cap typical games.
And would you have expected to see so many cap strategies in this format, 6v6, 3-cap, with just 10 minutes of game time? It kind of surprised me in week 1 already. I mean, for this week, for Grim, I kind of expected something like that because the map is so huge, and on the bigger cold maps, it's a viable strategy, of course, as well. But in general, I'm kind of surprised. To me, it seems like there's a real mix between straightforward brawl and elaborate cap strategies played by the teams. There's not yet so much in between. What's your impression?
I think the main thing that I've been seeing is that if you're going to go a strategy that isn't cap, it needs to be fast. And that doesn't necessarily mean fast mechs. It just means you need to just take it and go right into the enemy. Whether you're doing laser vomit or ER larges or brawl, you can't. There's no real time to sort of spend 2 minutes just deciding what you're going to do, or maybe doing a few poke trades if you're down on caps. You really need to get moving.
Yes.
I was surprised to see just how important the caps were in this format. I thought they would be important, but not as important as they perhaps are. I was also surprised considering this is C division, to see so many cap strategies as well. I would have thought we would have seen a lot more straight up fighting.
Yeah, I mean, these are experienced MRBC teams. Even if it's just the C pool, these are still experienced comp teams. So
oh yes, definitely.
They are used to coming up with interesting strategies. They know about the importance of cap points from MRBC and stuff like that. They are used to build their own drop decks, coming up with good brawl decks or range decks, or adjusting their decks according to the maps. That's nothing new to them. So we have highly skilled players.
I'll clarify what I meant. I didn't necessarily mean because of the skill difference. For some unknown reason, I'm not sure why, coming into this, I was expecting the lower division teams, even if they're experienced or not, to be more heads-on, and then the higher level teams to be more caps. Whereas from what I've seen so far, it's almost the opposite. The higher level teams have just been going, who cares? We don't worry about the caps. And then the lower level teams have been sort of doing a lot of these capping strategies that are working quite well.
Yes, I totally agree. And to me, it's interesting as well, because especially if you're on a very, very high skill level, usually you try to avoid the brawl because there is some element of unpredictability in it, which you can't control.
Yes.
Sometimes it's half a second difference in your timing in the approach and stuff like that. A little mistake in positioning, which you can't even control in a brawl. That
can
makes
even the playing field to a certain extent.
Exactly. It might make a huge difference. Usually it just comes down who gets the first kill, and then it's a big snowball from there. So there's an element of luck in it. That's why I expect the top teams in all regions to usually avoid the brawl against their equals. Of course, if they feel like they have a skill advantage, they might just brawl it out to use their skill advantage in some way. But if they have an equal opponent, I would expect them as well to try a different way to play it. But on the other hand, 6v6, especially with the low tonnage, you have fast drop decks, and it's more difficult to play a ranged strategy as well. So
it's almost impossible in drops 1 and 2 not to brawl.
Not to brawl.
Even on larger maps, it's just the low tonnage, which means mechs that are quicker. It just has to be a brawl, I find. I'd be very surprised to see a drop deck of ER large lasers on drop 1 or 2 in any of these maps.
Yes.
Maybe 1 mech or 2 mechs for Overwatch, but not a whole drop deck.
I totally agree. So that was our match for today. First of all, thank you everybody for watching our cast. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of a quick and dirty setup, and I hope you excuse our little mistakes. They were all on my side. Thank you very much to Krasnopesky for co-casting with me. He jumped in on short notice as well. It was a pleasure to have you here on the cast. I couldn't have done it without you. And I wish all the teams more interesting matches. We are going to try to cast more matches in the next couple of weeks. So, dear teams.
So follow the channel and stay tuned.
Yes.
We'll advertise in various Discord channels and on Reddit.
And teams, don't forget to post your match times and days. We need that to plan casts like that.
The inner admin is coming out now, guys.
Of course. I have to say something. I can't help it. I really can't help it. And especially,
thank you very much, Paradox, for running that.
Anytime.
I think it was relatively hitch-free. And I'm going to take a short break now, and then...
Yes, and we will leave you here with the wonderful MechWarrior. This is MechWarrior video part 2 again. I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay guys, that's our last match of the season. Let's make this one count.
Wenn sie zu mir kommen, mich überraschen, ziehe ich sie zu euch und fertig.
Alles klar.
Alright, so medium's Gamma, light's Theta, heavy's Kappa.
Roger.
Alright, here we go. Bravo Lance, data is yours. W key.
Roger.
Alright, can't see anything. Stacking up in Theta.
I keep getting seismic. Can you see them?
Yeah, they got heavies up here as well.
Kill anything that moves.
Lights, just give us some scouting. That's probably the best thing for you guys.
Roger, moving to E4.
Here they come. What do you see? What do you see?
100 and Delta 4 on.
Alright guys, comms, got it.
Yep, prepare to fight, call target.
Pushing out,
guys.
Here we go. That big mix moved up. That big mix has moved up.
Copy that, okay.
Wait for them to come to us.
Roll into them.
I'm rolling. Rolling.
Roller.
There's Max D3 coming from our right, guys.
Yep, we got this. I want to call something and I want to see it dead in seconds. Make it happen.
Okay, auf 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Guys, we need to get on top over here quick. Keep going, let's go!
Go. Everybody in.
Got him. Nice. Hawk crouch down.
That's all they can move, guys. Go now.
Bravo's leg.
Nice.
Holy shit. Yep, get out of there right now.
Take care of that Black Knight, pecking in pieces.
Stop, kill him out. Push forward, guys, push forward.
Nice fucking job.
Just run. Stay alive and run.
Nice job, everyone. Well fucking played. That is how it is done.
Fuck yeah, man. Well done.
I can forgive you for shooting me in the back.
Alright, keep your eyes active, guys. Don't have scouts on this one, so we're gonna have to all scout.
I'll be there soon too. We've got mechs on the way. You guys got this.
Seems like a fucking ambulance 911 call.
We are headed into drop 2. 2 lights, 4 mediums, 2 heavies, 0 assaults on skirmish. Let's take a look.
We need to spread out a bit. We need to see where from they're coming, and then we will.
Alright, boys, manly men. We're gonna take some fire. We're gonna put fire out.
Just make sure you trade well.
Yeah.
So, stoppt, ändert Bewegungsrichtung, Drehen.
Schon zu weit.
Yeah, we need to go it now.
Yes.
Keep it up, hold your ground. They have a lot of guys beat up CGs.
The light is peeking at us, Record 4.
Yep, you got one right here. We're doing alright, guys. We're up by 2. Stay cagey. 3 remaining. We got this one.
Alright, guys, let's do this.
Oh my fucking lord.
Foxtrot is crit CT.
Alright, light going behind him,
Hey, Charlie, come on, guys, finish him.
Side doors up.
Prepare for ramming speed.
Stormcrow, Charlie.
Tir d'opportunité sur le couverture par l'ultra là.
Oh, and he got the kill.
And with a second shot, takes down Ian with the double.
Derrière, bravo. Dans les jambes toujours.
Like, go back.
Don't panic, just do it.
Yes! Yes!
It was a great match, back and forth, all sorts of stuff going on, incredible shots, things we've never seen before, and things you don't get to see.
Good job, Dara. Yeah.